What is up, y'all? I'll be back for another video, and this is going to be an unedited video, most likely. If it is, then that means this video will have, like, amazing quality. So, if this video has amazing quality, that's why, because it's not edited. But I figured I'd do just kind of, oh my god, that voice crack. I figured I'd do kind of a, oh my god, what's wrong with my voice? Why am I voice cracking all of a sudden? I figured I'd do a little bit of a DCU physical media collection type video. Now, okay, I will point out, I already know everyone's going to, be going to the comments and tell me, LBM, are you stupid? Are you stupid, LBM? These three projects are not DCU canon. Only Superman is. Which, okay, technically, you are correct. I personally count these three as canon because these have been the three, like, projects from the DCEU, if you want to count that, that carry over stuff into the new DCU, like obviously the Suicide Squad, into like Peacemaker season 1 and 2. Obviously we know Blue Beetle's going to be coming back, like for a new animated series and all that. So I do count these as canon. So if you want to argue about that, then oh well. But that's just me, right? That's just me. As far as like the full-on like DC Studios stuff, of course, Superman is the only one out. Creature Commandos does not have a Blu-ray release out yet. Hopefully it will. I'm pretty sure it will, but as of right now, there is no Blu-ray for that. And obviously Peacemaker season 2 is still going right now, so I'm assuming there'll probably be one for that next year, maybe a Blu-ray for that. So yeah, but let's show them off, all right? Let's show them off, shall we? So of course, going to the one that started it all, in my mindset. Okay, how about this? Lore-wise, this is the one that started it all. The Suicide Squad. Again, if you don't agree with these, then I don't know what to tell you. But all right, yeah. So this one I've actually owned for quite a while now. I've owned this since 2021. I got this for Christmas, actually. It was a Christmas gift. As you can see, the cover does that, which is pretty cool. King Shark. Which, again, is cool. I think the Superman one fits, like, the one on Superman's better, but we'll get to that. As you can see, I still have the Rotten Tomatoes sticker on it. Which, hey, funny enough, that could go on any one of these, because all four of these projects are certified fresh. Same with Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2, I believe. So, yeah, pretty cool. Obviously, the Suicide Squad, James Gunn film. Funny that so far, every James Gunn, or every DCU project, aside from Blue Beetle, if you count that, has been James Gunn. And I just think it's funny. Like, which would be 6. Obviously, these 4, Creature Commandos, Peacemaker Season 2. If you count those 6, there's only been one non-James Gunn one. But anyway, yep, that's the Suicide Squad. Pretty cool. I think I'd asked for this for Christmas, so that's why I got it. Because at the time I was trying to collect the DCEU physically, but I think after this movie I gave up because I did buy Peacemaker just recently. That and these other two, of course. But yeah, there's the Suicide Squad. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Hopefully we see some of these characters return. I think we probably will. Like Bloodsport, James Gunn has talked about bringing back, like played by Idris Elba. So hopefully we'll see him again. Not sure about Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I feel like there's a chance she could continue on, but again, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, and obviously there is. I guess I could show actually I can try to at least because obviously I'm using this or doing this with one hand. Here's the actual Blu-ray case, and then you open it up, if I can. Then, yep, there's the Blu-ray and the digital code, which I have used the digital code for all these. So, yeah, they're not going to work if anyone tries to, so apologies on that. And I did just realize I can actually pause, so if I want to, like, actually, like, use both my hands to, like, get through the Blu-rays, I could. But anyway, on to the next one, Peacemaker Season 1. Now, you're probably wondering already, why is it so damaged, LBM? What did you do to it? Well, I had a hard time finding this Blu-ray. For some reason, it was, like, okay, because I kept looking on, like, Amazon, on, like, even eBay, and just, online. For some reason, there was none in stock, and the ones that were in stock were really expensive. Like, on Amazon, there was one for, like, $55. Then ones on eBay were, like, $200. It was really weird. I don't know why it's suddenly become, like, rare, it feels like. But so I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I'll just keep on checking like every day until hopefully one comes in stock. And thankfully, that's what happened. One came in stock, and this was, I think, $25 or $30, which, I mean, it's cheaper than the $50 to $200 ones I was seeing. And yeah, the The case did come pretty, or the slipcover came pretty messed up at the top, but it's fine. It's fine. Who cares? I'm honestly more surprised it actually came with the slipcover, because I didn't think that it would, because, you know, it's an old Blu-ray release. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised it did. It's pretty cool that it did. Yeah. So now if we take this out, which, okay, see, this one's hard to get out here. I'm just gonna pause. All right, here's the actual Blu-ray. This one seems in good condition. Yeah, we'll open that up. All right, of course, comes with 2 discs, 2 Blu-ray discs. The digital code does not work because it is expired. I did try that. I usually still try, like, using digital codes even when they're expired, just because most of the time they do still work. Like, I remember, like, I think it was in 2018, I, like, discovered digital codes, and I went through a lot of my old DVDs, seeing if there was any. And majority of them that did have them were expired, but they still worked, even though they were, you know, expired. Like Man of Steel, I had on DVD, and that had a digital code, but I think it was like 3 years expired, but it still worked. So, yeah. So hey, if you ever buy a Blu-ray and the digital code is expired, or if you just, you know, obviously get a digital code, I'll put this back in. If you ever get a digital code that's expired, I'd say still try it out, because there's a chance it could still work. All right, now on to Blue Beetle, which, like I said, is funny. It's the only non-James Gunn project so far, if you count those 3 in the DCU. This one I just bought recently too. It came a few days ago, actually. Okay, the slipcover on this one's also kind of messed up. Like, okay, it's not, you can't tell as much, but like, okay, for example, like, yeah, you can kind of tell on the side here, and kind of like at the top here, it's a little bit. But I got this for really cheap, by the way. It was only like $10. No, it was like $5 actually, but it was $5 shipping, because I bought it on Macari. So yeah, it was very cheap. And the disc does work. I did rewatch it, and honestly, the more I rewatch this movie, the more I like it. Like, I've always liked this movie. Like, the first time I saw it in theaters, I thought it was good. I've rewatched it a few times since then, and I like it more and more, honestly. I like this movie more and more the more I rewatch it. But yeah, and obviously they have the Warner Bros. 100 thing on the Blu-ray. Let's try to get this one out. There we go. Of course, here's the Blu-ray. Pretty cool. And this one actually did not come with a digital code. Just came with the Blu-ray, which the Blu-ray is in good condition. I did try that out. Obviously, like I said, I just rewatched it. I did end up buying it on digital, because it was only $5 on digital. Because I was curious. I was like, I wonder how much it's on Movies Anywhere right now. And it was only $5. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll get it for just $5. So yeah, I got the Blu-ray for cheap and the digital copy for cheap. So yeah, pretty cool. And now on to the last one that's currently out, Superman. And this cover, I think this cover is so cool. Like, again, like, I like the Suicide Squads, but I feel like this one just makes more sense. Like, of course, you turn it to, wait, how about, it's kind of hard to. Okay, there. You turn it to this side, you see you got Clark Kent, and then, boom, front and center, you got Superman. I think it's pretty cool. It'd be kind of cool, too, if, like, the logo also changed, like, from Superman to, like, DC Studios Clark Kent. But still, I think it's really cool that the cover's like that. And, of course, this is the only 4K that I have so far. Sorry about that, my dad just came home. But yeah, and of course here's the side, Superman, and of course this has like the new DC logo compared to the first 3. Yeah, and then we take this one out. Let's try it right now. Take that out. There we go. There's the case for this. About the same. Okay, it is something. Okay, it does look a little messed up here. I don't know why it's like that, but it's fine. It's not that noticeable. Of course we take. Or if we open this up, we of course got the 4K right here, which is a red disc, which is cool. And then the digital code, which I did already redeem. So yeah, so I own all the DCU movies digitally and physically. Peacemaker I do not own digitally, but you know. Yeah, let's try to put this back in gently. There we go. But yeah, there is what I count to be my DCU canon collection or physical media collection so far. Again, like I said at the beginning, if you don't count these 3, that's fine. Whatever. Me personally, though, I personally am like, okay, if I were to meet someone new and they were like, that they came to me and said, hey, I want to get into DC, I want to get into the DCU, then I personally would tell them to go in this order. I would say, okay, if you're going to get into the DCU, I'd recommend doing the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and Blue Beetle. And then obviously, like, you know, Creature Commandos, Superman, Peacemaker 2, so on and so forth. So yeah, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. And like I said, if Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2 come out on Blu-ray, which they probably will, I will definitely get those. And then obviously I'll get the other DC like movies that they make. And yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, there is my DCU physical media collection. Yeah. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I have powers, y'all. I have powers. No, I don't.